Hello. Today's poem we're considering is Absence by Elizabeth Jennings. Before we start, if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, it would be greatly appreciated if you would by pressing the button below. I have the poem here, so let's start. I visited the place where we last met. Nothing was changed. The gardens were well tended. The fountains sprayed their usual steady jet. There was no sign that anything had ended, and nothing to instruct me to forget. The thoughtless birds that shook out of the trees, singing in ecstasy I could not share, played cunning in my thoughts. Surely in these pleasures there could not be a pain to bear, or any discord shake the level breeze. It was because the place was just the same that made your absence seem as savage force. For under all the gentleness there came an earthquake tremor. Fountain, birds and grass were shaken by my thinking of your name. Most of us can relate to this poem about loss and the grief it brings. There's a lot to unpack, so let's start. This is a highly personal poem written in the first person voice. The speaker, highly likely the poet, grieves the absence, the loss of someone close to her. She addresses the person directly, using the second person pronouns you and your. In stanza 1, she describes this feeling of loss through the scenery around her. The poem starts after the loss. The speaker visits a place that she and her absent friend visited often. She is shocked to see that nothing has changed. In fact, all seems calm and ordered. Usual and steady convey the sense that all remain unchanged. This pleasant, orderly scene contrasts with the speaker's inner turmoil, as she has not got over her loss and still grieves. We are never told why the loved one is absent, only that this place is significant because it is where they last met. Not telling us the reason allows the poet to explore the universal theme of absence that most readers will relate to and emphasize with the speaker. Because she visits the place expecting to find change suggests that the loss is not recent and reminds us that bereavement can last for many years, even decades, after the person has gone, or that feeling may never leave us. She is saddened that nothing has changed because it offers no opportunity for her to forget or to bring about some sense of closure. There was no sign that anything had ended and nothing to instruct me to forget. The regular rhyming pattern throughout the poem adds to the sense of calm and the absence of change, and it contrasts with the speaker's inner chaos. In stanza 2, the poet uses contrast to stress the speaker's inner turmoil. The pleasant exterior she describes contrasts starkly with the speaker's hidden grief. These contrasts are achieved using antithesis, opposites. The birds singing an ecstasy contrast with the discord, lack of harmony she experiences on hearing them. The bird's pleasures contrast with her pain to bear. Shook and shakes contrast with the level breeze. The speaker's inability to enjoy the bird's joyous singing stresses the speaker's loneliness and solitude. Thoughtless contrasts with cunning. The speaker imagines the thoughtless, innocent birds are cunning and deliberately singing to taunt and cause her pain. Thoughtless also suggests the birds lack the heavy and sad thoughts that lie upon her. In stanza 3, the speaker explains to the absent one that because the place had not changed, it made their absence keenly felt. This strength of the loss she feels is stressed through hyperbole, exaggeration, a savage force. Even thinking their name has acted like a spell with the power to cause an earthquake tremor, shaking the fountain, birds and grass, and destroying the calm of the scene. Again using antithesis, opposites, savage and gentleness, stresses the raw emotions simmering beneath the speaker's calm exterior. The savage tremor represents her turmoil and the depth and strength of her love for the absent one. At the poem's conclusion, she unleashes her buried emotions and figuratively destroys the peaceful scene. It appears that the longing for her friend remains unresolved, although it is possible that letting her emotions rise to the surface in an earthquake tremor may be therapeutic, allowing some closure. The poet's capitalisation of absence, reminiscent of Emily Dickinson, stresses its powerful emotional pull on her. Like all fine poems, absence gives no neat answers or solutions, but rather concentrates on the messiness of life. It raises many questions. Who is the absent one? And has the speaker never told another of the profound loss she feels? And if not, why not? It is left for the reader to bring their interpretation to bear, making the poem textured and nuanced. Thanks for watching this video, and I hope you found it interesting and helpful. Don't forget to check out our other video on an Elizabeth Jennings poem, One Flesh, which contains a biography. Also, don't forget to check out our other videos on writing and textual analysis. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, it would be greatly appreciated if you would. Until next time, from Carol and me, write well.